AEW World Champion MJF makes a CM Punk reference last night on AEW Dynamite. Dave Meltzer explains a possible reason why Mercedes Mone hasn't signed with All Elite Wrestling yet. Killswitch's name change is now official according to the AEW website. John Cena sends a Thanksgiving message to Randy Orton ahead of his return this weekend at Survivor Series. And Matt Manard cuts an emotional promo after AEW Dynamite possibly teasing leaving his current faction. Hey guys, welcome back to Wrestling News 365. Hope everyone is doing very well and having a happy Thanksgiving to all who celebrate. As always, there are plenty of news stories to get into in the world of professional wrestling. Let's start off talking about MJF with a CM Punk reference last night on AEW Dynamite in Chicago that you may have missed. Now, of course, CM Punk was fired by AEW in September of this year due to a backstage altercation with Jack Perry at the AEW All In London event backstage at London's Wembley Stadium. In addition to that, CM Punk allegedly did something to Tony Khan that was so bad that it led to the AEW boss going on national television and saying that he was in fear for his life. Now, wrestling fans know that Chicago is CM Punk's hometown. Of course, when CM Punk debuted in AEW in 2021, they had him show up at the United Center in Chicago. When Punk worked for WWE, he had many big moments in the city of Chicago, including his infamous WWE Championship victory over John Cena at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view in 2011. It's become something of a tradition for AEW to hold the Dynamite episode before the Thanksgiving in Chicago. That's because AEW owner, CEO, and general manager Tony Khan grew up with his family in the state of Illinois, so he likes to bring his wrestling show to his home state right before Thanksgiving time. Now, on Dynamite last night in Chicago, AEW World Champion Maxwell Jacob Friedman was in the ring doing a promo with Samoa Joe, who just so happened to be Punk's last opponent in AEW. Joe is also a Ring of Honor legend like CM Punk. Now, when talking to Samoa Joe, MJF uttered these words as a reference to CM Punk, particularly their feud they shared in AEW.
You want to face me for this belt? You wouldn't be the first Ring of Honor legend I beat here in Chicago twice.
Now, again, it was a blink and you miss it reference to CM Punk. Nevertheless, it was a reference to Punk. The fans in Chicago let out a reaction as if to say, ooh, because they knew exactly who the AEW World Champion was referring to. Now, it was actually on the February 2nd, 2022 edition of Dynamite when CM Punk faced MJF for the first time ever on an episode of Dynamite in Chicago. During the match, MJF won by using some wrist tape to choke out CM Punk. The referee never saw the tape initially and MJF got the victory. However, the referee realized what happened and the match restarted. After the match restarted, it was a back and forth affair for a long time. Eventually, MJF used the Dynamite Diamond Ring to knock out Punk with a punch and got the pinfall victory. Clearly, MJF has not forgotten one of his big rivals in AEW or the fact that MJF got such a big victory in Punk's hometown. What did you make of MJF's reference, and do you think it's any hint about Punk's future, or is it just a case of MJF being MJF and you never know what he's going to say on the microphone? Now, one name that some are waiting to arrive in AEW is former WWE star Sasha Banks, of course now known as Mercedes Mone. Now, Mercedes Mone was shown in the crowd at AEW All In, leading to speculation about her potentially joining Tony Khan's promotion. However, the former WWE superstar hasn't yet been unveiled as a member of the AEW roster, but Dave Meltzer believes there's a reason for the silence. On the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer radio show, Meltzer said that AEW might be holding off on pushing Mone until she's recovered from her current injury. Of course, Mone hurt her ankle at New Japan Strong Resurgence back in May, and she's been recovering from the injury ever since. Mone was reportedly set to wrestle at All In, but the injury prevented her from participating in the historic event. However, Mone and AEW's relationship reportedly is very positive, and she's said to be very open to working with the promotion. Furthermore, Chris Statlander says the AEW women's locker room is waiting to take on Mone, suggesting that she's expected to wrestle for the company at some point. The former WWE superstar to return to the squared circle at New Japan's Wrestle Kingdom 17 event this past January, appearing after the IWGP Women's Championship match to confront Kairi. Mone then captured the title at New Japan's Battle in the Valley event the following month, only to lose it at Stardom All-Star Grand Queendom in April. Mone isn't the only former WWE superstar to be linked with AEW recently. Ronda Rousey recently teamed with Marina Shafir for a Ring of Honor on Honor Club episode which airs this evening, and Khan has expressed his interest in working with her again. That said, Meltzer believes Rousey's appearance was a one-shot deal as she left WWE to focus on her family, meaning she probably doesn't want to commit long-term to another company. When do you think we'll see Mercedes Mone in AEW? Do you think we'll ever see her compete inside of an AEW ring? Let me know your thoughts about that as well. Now, a big story coming out of AEW Dynamite last night was the name change for Luchasaurus. Of course, Luchasaurus is no more. Christian Cage's rechristening ceremony took place on the Thanksgiving Eve edition of AEW Dynamite, and Luchasaurus found himself on the receiving end of a berating from his father as he blamed Luchasaurus for the patriarchy's loss at Full Gear. Luchasaurus was then forced to take a knee, and Christian Cage rechristened the former TNT champion under the new name of Killswitch. Now, he wasn't the only person to get a new name. Nick Wayne went to take a knee, but Christian Cage told him to never kneel for anybody and handed him the new nickname of the Prodigy. This then brought out Nick Wayne's mother Cena, then headed to the ring where there were issues within the patriarchy that were teased as Killswitch stood between Cena and Christian Cage. This led to more berating from Christian as he slapped the former Luchasaurus before shoving him, which sent Killswitch crashing into Cena, knocking her over. Cage then of course ordered Killswitch to hit Cena with a concerto, but the dinosaur turned wrestler hesitated, which allowed Adam Copeland to run down to the ring and make the save. The save proved to be disastrous for the patriarchy as the segment came to an end as Copeland gave Nick Wayne a concerto in front of the 18-year-old's mother. Now, some have suggested maybe this could lead to his mother, Nick Wayne, Shayna, possibly turning heel and joining the patriarchy in the future after she was appalled by what Copeland did to her son. Do you think that's the case? Let me know your thoughts about that. But when it comes to this name change, you can see it on the screen right there. According to the AEW website, the name change is now official. Luchasaurus is no more. In his place is Killswitch. What do you think of the name change? And would you like to see more changes to the former Luchasaurus character, possibly losing the mask and changing the look as well? Let me know your thoughts about that in the comments section below. Now, it is Thanksgiving today, and I hope everyone that is celebrating is having a happy Thanksgiving. John Cena has shared a throwback video from his early days as a wrestler, sharing a message of gratitude to WWE superstar Randy Orton. With Thanksgiving being celebrated in the US, many people have taken some time to reflect on their lives and what they're thankful and grateful for. 16-time WWE World Champion John Cena has taken to social media to share a video of his OVW Championship match against Randy Orton from 2002. Cena actually commented over the footage. On Twitter, Cena noted that he's thankful for his time in OVW and for his experiences working with Randy Orton early in their careers. Cena captioned the photo by saying, quote, "Cannot celebrate this day without being thankful for all the people who helped and grew along the way. Truly thankful for my time in OVW and Randy Orton during those years. Take a look back at our final match in OVW. Happy Thanksgiving." Now, Orton, of course, will return to the ring for the first time in 18 months at this weekend's Survivor Series War Games event. The Viper will compete in the titular War Games match, teaming with the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, and Sami Zayn to face off against Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, JD McDonough, and Drew McIntyre on Team Judgment Day. Finally, Matt Manard has cut a pretty emotional promo after AEW Dynamite last night. Manard has hit out at his teammates following their latest losses. Manard was a key part of the Jericho Appreciation Society before Chris Jericho's faction abandoned him in August. Since leaving the group, Daddy Magic has continued to team with Angelo Parker, Daniel Garcia, and Jake Hager. Unfortunately, no combination of the team has won a match since leaving Jericho. Things came to a head on the November 22nd edition of Dynamite after Manard, Parker, and Hager were defeated by Hook, Katsuyori Shibata, and Orange Cassidy after Danhausen appeared and cursed Hager while wearing his old purple hat. The distraction led to Orange Cassidy taking out Hager, and Shibata and Hook locked in submissions to Parker and Manard for the tap-out victory. Things went from bad to worse when Parker and Manard accompanied Anna Jay to the ring for her match against Sky Blue and Ruby Soho. Parker spent much of the match distracted by Soho, continuing their budding romance angle. Unfortunately, this came at the expense of Anna Jay, with Soho being too slow to get back in the ring to prevent Blue from pinning her. Later on in the evening, Manard was shown backstage where he cut an emotional promo while reflecting on the events since he left the JAS. Here's what Manard had to say, which has led to a lot of praise on social media.
What happened out there tonight? Who knows what's happened for the last 6 months? What's happened for the last 6 months? That's what I want to know. We left Chris Jericho in August. It wasn't supposed to be like this. You know the balls. The balls that it took to leave that man. Man, you guys know the story that gave me everything. Everything. But at some point in everybody's life and everybody's career, you realize that you've reached a ceiling. You've reached the ceiling! Is that what you want to hear? You have to make a move. You have to make a move! So that's what we did. That's what we did. But I thought I was in a team with men. I thought I was in a team with a bunch of men! But instead, I find out that I got one guy. I got a guy who wants to run around and dance like he's in a nightclub every night! The Bulgar, see, I love you. I love you. You're in this tournament. You're in this tournament now, okay? Do you have any idea how big this opportunity is for you? I know you do. Get your head in the game. And then on the other hand, we got Angelo Parker, my friend, since the third grade! The third grade! And he's running around like he's never seen a woman in his life! Like he's never kissed a girl! Like it's the first time! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Do you think I have this kind of time to waste? Huh? Do you? Do you think? Look me in the eyes. Everyone on that team. Everybody. Do you think I have this kind of time to waste? Huh? Run around kissing girls. Run around and dancing. I got a 2-year-old son at home who depends on me to come home every week. Okay?
Now, whether this means Manard is done with his former JAS teammates remains to be seen, but what did you make of the promo, and do you think it deserves the praise and acclaim that it's received on social media? But there you go, guys. It's the latest pro wrestling news for you. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon. Hey guys, thank you for watching, listening, streaming, or however you come across this video today. Be sure to click on the video on the right there to watch our next video, or click the bottom there to subscribe, or the bottom right hand corner. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you again very soon.